Hey everybody, this is Jared. I just wanted to go over a little bit on the strap with the Samurai. Just give you a little bit of background, give you some ideas on how to attach it to your belt. There's a lot of people that seem to be having issues with it, and I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of clarification. When I was designing the Samurai, the strap was just kind of an incidental thing because all the straps are about the same. They have a piece that connects to the bucket, they have a piece that connects to the belt, and there's really no innovation there. So I didn't spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. I just needed some way to attach it to the belt. And foremost in my mind is with the Samurai, I want to give you options. I want to give you options on how to attach it to your belt, the functions that it uses, the ride height. I want it to be able to be customizable for you. So I kind of want to go over my thoughts behind the strap, the ideas that I had, and really all the straps are about the same. The issue that I was trying to address was I was using one particular bucket when I first started out, and within about 3 months, the rivets would rust out and the bucket would just fall apart. So it was really important to me for the strap to be replaceable. I want it to be replaceable, upgradable, changeable, whatever. That's one of my core principles is that I want you to be able to adjust it to fit your style and to fit your job so that you can get your jobs done better, quicker, faster, easier. And the only real buckle that I like out there is the Mormon one. But even then, they've custom made the buckle, but it's still just strapped to their bucket. So it's still just doing the same function. So what I'm doing is I'm currently designing a new type of buckle that'll attach to your belt, and it has a couple of different really cool functions that I think. And one of the functions is that you can set it to where it'll be stiff. So if you're using larger tools, that bucket's not going to rotate on you. But then it has a separate function that will allow it to rotate. So my thinking behind it is, say you're doing a restaurant and you're using your big tools on the front glass, you're busting it out, the bucket's stiff. It needs to be stiff so it doesn't rotate with those larger tools. But then when you get ready to go inside the restaurant, you're going to be hopping in and out of booths. You want that bucket to rotate. So that way you're just not bumping into things, or if you're inside a house, you don't want it to be stiff and knocking things over. You want it to kind of rotate and flow kind of like a normal bucket. So that's currently on the horizon. I'm designing it. I'm hoping that we might release it sometime this year. But as I'm finding out, dealing with injection molding it's not a fast process. And I'm probably going to have 2 or 3 3D molds just to test out the function because, molds are expensive. But I really want to have a new type of buckle out there. I want to be able to, I think there's a really strong niche for it. And plus I want to have it backward compatible. So if you have a Pull-X, if you like the Pull-X, or if you like the Ninja, if you like the Mormon, then you can also attach my buckle to it and it'll give you that function of stiffness or rotation. So that's on the horizon, and I'm hoping to have that out this year. We've got some other stuff coming down the pipe, and I'm listening to all the feedback, and I'm trying to help you guys out in any way I can, because it's really important to me that this bucket be designed by window cleaners for window cleaners. So if you have any feedback, ideas, the partition system allows us to change things up, mix it up a little bit. And if you have an idea for a new type of partition, let me know. Because, I think that it could be, my goal is to have the Samurai be the best bucket on the market. And the only way I can do that is from feedback from you guys. Let me know what you like. Let me know your thoughts on how we can change it and make it better. And, I want to get this thing dialed in. Right now, it's our first effort getting it out there, a new product, something I've never done before, and I'm making changes. I've got changes on the pipe that'll be coming out next year, and I'm just hoping that it'll be kick butt. When I ship the bucket to you, this is how we attach it. We've got the strap with the buckle, and it just comes right through there, right through the buckle, and then it's attached just like that. Now if you want it to ride really high and really tight, take in the slack. So now it's high and tight. And in order to prevent any movement at all, you can actually tuck this back in, and then that will never come undone. So, you know, you don't have any worries there. So it's nice, it's high, it's tight, and so that's one of the ways you can do it. But like I said, the standard way that I do it, it's just like this. Now, one of the optional ways is to remove the buckle and then attach this directly to your belt. So what you're going to want to do is just run it through there, run it through there. Now, depending on how high you want it to ride, you can just really cinch it up. And then for this excess flap, you can actually run it back up through the very top again and tuck it inside the anchor bar. So now that's going to be super high, super tight, and you know, it's not ever going to come undone. So that's option number 2. Option number 3 is you can also just take this directly and just attach it directly like that. You know, maybe tuck the buckle down below the bucket, so that way it's there. So that's nice, easy, nice and quick. So that's 3 different ways. Now the other way is you can just remove this and zip tie this buckle directly to the bucket. Super high, super tight, super clean, super easy. And the other option also is you could zip tie this directly to your belt, you know, and not even have to mess with any buckles, any straps, or anything. So that's about 5 different ways that you can do this. Now, one thing to pay attention to is that when I designed this, I designed it to fit up to a 3-inch belt. So when you put it on, you've got an extra inch there if you have a 2-inch belt. So what you're going to want to do is tuck that extra piece up in there, that extra fabric, and then just roll the Velcro over it. So now you've gained about an inch right there. So now it can be even higher, even tighter, and there's enough Velcro to capture that. So that's one way to bring it up. So you've got enough Velcro to do that. It doesn't have to hang all the way down here. You got that extra inch if you have a 2-inch belt. So just go ahead and tuck that in and flip the Velcro over. Now you're good to go. So that's about 5 different ways that you can do this thing. Like I said, I'm trying to give you options on how you attach this to your belt. I know there's might be some confusion because, you know, you're used to getting just getting whatever you can get, and you have to accept it. With this system, with the Samurai system, you can adjust it to fit your style and to fit your needs.